Primerica is hovering around all-time highs right now, about 2% for the week, after the company reported a beat on revenue and a slight miss on earnings. Fourth quarter revenue coming in $726.3 million, beating estimates, and earnings per share came in at $4.25, a slight miss from $4.27 estimates. The company offers financial services and products and recently conducted a survey about personal finances. Looks like many middle-income Americans may want to ask Primerica for a little help. Joining us now in a Fox Business exclusive, Primerica CEO Glenn Williams. Sir, it's great to see you. Thank you for being here.
It's great to be with you today, Cheryl.
I think this survey is fascinating because you are talking about the fact that there is pessimism out there. You know, about half of the folks that were surveyed said, yeah, you know, things are good, I feel good. The other half said that they don't feel so good. So let's talk about the nuts and bolts. Are Americans getting more pessimistic right now about their personal finances?
I think it certainly looks like they are. You know, historically, we found that middle-income families are very optimistic about their financial circumstances, but we saw a shift in our survey results back in the middle of 2022 that was clearly in a pessimistic direction, and that continues today, or maybe even getting worse as we survey from quarter to quarter.
I want to jump back to the earnings. I began with that. I'm going to pick up on it now. Yeah, like 2-cent miss for you as far as estimates for earnings per share. But overall, what was the highlight of the quarter in your opinion?
Well, all of our success at Primerica is credited to our sales force. They work hard every day to serve the needs of middle-income families. And so if there's something good going on at Primerica, it's because our sales force is working hard to serve those families.
All right. Let's talk about, you know, I was looking at this recent report from TransUnion, and they said that the average credit card balance is now at $6,360, which may not seem like a lot, but that's the average that is sitting out there. And you're talking about interest rates on these cards, you know, over 20%. Easily 22, 23%. That's a pretty big burden on the American consumer. Do you think that that's going to play out this year? Do you think that the data is going to start to show us that consumers are pulling back?
I think they're going to have to. Unfortunately, middle-income families have been underwater. Our household budget index demonstrates that 31 consecutive months of being below the 100 mark. And what happened during that time is we found families were using credit to bridge the gap. They didn't have enough money to cover their basic expenses, and so they were building up balances on credit cards. And today we see both those balances and delinquencies at record levels. I think that's going to continue for some time. It's going to take a long time for families to recover.
Another side of your business is the mortgage solutions business, which I'm curious in the quarter kind of how that fared considering where we're at with interest rates. You know, at one point we were above 8%. Now we're still in the 7% range. I think the last read we had was 7.24%, but still that is a far cry from what Americans were paying and what they were getting a year and 2 years ago. How's that business and what's your forecast?
Yeah, there's no question those interest rates have clearly slammed the brakes on the mortgage business industry-wide. One thing we try to do, Cheryl, is take a different approach when we're sitting down talking about mortgages and debt. And we talk with families about how to get out of debt, how to reduce their weighted average interest rate on all of their debts, try to find a lower interest rate and accelerate payments so they can get out of debt faster. The plague of debt is one of the greatest challenges of middle-income families.
What is, if there's a bright spot for 2024, what would it be?
Well, I do think that we are seeing some progress. I wouldn't say things are getting better. I would say things are getting worse more slowly. And we have seen our household budget index crest above 100 for the first time in several years. And so I think there is some modest improvement, but I think it's going to take families a long time to fill in that deficit from the past and to get back on track. And they've lost a lot of valuable time, particularly in their retirement savings. If they've had to use savings to bridge that gap rather than credit, they're way behind and they're going to have to work extra hard, reprioritize, and make sure that they're using every dollar that they can find within their budget to put against paying down debt and saving for the future.
Glenn Williams, Primerica, thank you so much for being here on the heels of earnings and, of course, giving us this new report. We appreciate it.
It's great.